IPMNation.com.
Previously on Angry Drunk Tales.
I don't think I'll ever be able to marry you. No more drinking.
Be angry. Things can't have changed that much with or without me. Well, I guess I owe you one.
Me write angry emails.
Then why don't you go ahead and kill yourself?
You will be the laughing stock of Texas.
Episode 45. Just got my electric bill. From 2 months ago?
Me still angry. Me continue to write long, rambling, drunken emails. Me continue to be angry over incident several weeks ago. Me have emotional intelligence of 5-year-old child. Me bitter and frustrated with myself over being drunken 300-pound tub of shit. Me undiagnosed paranoid schizophrenic. Me meathead. Me write angry emails. Me hate everyone.
Welcome to episode 45 of Angry Drunk Tales. I'm Matt Connerton.
I'm Jen Coffey.
We are the former roommates of
Meathead.
And we're gonna. This may be a cliffhanger. We'll go ahead and reveal what the Friday cliffhanger is at the top of the show. This may possibly, hopefully not, but may possibly be the final episode of our series, Angry Drunk Tales, because we actually did it. We have caught up to the present day.
Wow.
This next email...
It only took us to almost the end of September.
I know. This next email that we are about to read to you in the form of a dramatic reading, as we always do, was written to us on September 22nd. And as we record this show, I'll go ahead and really kind of pull back the curtain here. So it's September 25th right now as I'm recording this. This show is not live. We do a week's worth of episodes at a time. The show isn't very long, as you've noticed. It's a bite-sized little podcast. So this next email, and it is a good one. It's a good email, but it's from a few days ago, and we haven't gotten anything since. I am sure there will be more, because I don't think he can help himself, and I think he'll continue to find excuses to email us. We may reach a point where this show is no longer a weekday, 5-day-a-week show. It might have to go to being once a week or twice a week. What we'll probably do, I think, is, and we haven't really discussed this, but this is my idea, is, we'll just make new episodes and air them and post them as needed as we receive more emails. But right now, I can't guarantee. I suspect there will be more, but I can't guarantee it. So this may possibly, not likely, but possibly be the series finale.
It could be.
Of Angry Drunk Tales. A side note, too, if this, in fact, is the last episode, at least even if it's only for a little while, I will redouble our efforts to get the first, 32 episodes back up and posted with the new format, because we did revamp the show. And so there is some older content that needs to be re-uploaded, which is great for, if you're someone who came to the show late and who wants to hear those earlier episodes. We will make sure that is all available to you to listen to and peruse at your leisure. But So we will have a complete series for you. But as we record this right now today, it is possible that this is the series finale, the end of an era.
It's been a wonderful run.
It has.
It's been a lot of laughs.
It has.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
A lot of exploration into a twisted, inebriated, drowning mind of sorts.
Yes. A lot of shuddering. A lot of shudders and chills as we
Yes, I won't miss that part.
No,
I won't
no.
miss that part. No.
But well, let's get to it. This one is this is a good one. It's 4 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs of wonder. And this email, again, this came on September 22nd at 1:52 a.m. This went to the group, including
Napoleon Bonaparte
and his little friends. And the subject is this really is a good one. I wasn't just talking. This really is a good one. The subject is, just got my electric bill for the last month my loser roommates were here. Which doesn't even make sense, but we'll explain that after. Let me read the email. And again, keep in mind, we're getting this on September 22nd. Just keep that in mind in terms of the timeline here. It's important. All right, here we go. The month of July, when they kept lying about not wanting to move, I knew one of them was running his AC in his room with 2 windows open, and suspected he was running up my electric in other ways too. And the girl in the back room, one time I noticed she hadn't been home for 3 days and her AC was running. So I went in and turned it off. My electric bill for that month was over $400. Thank you, Matt, Jen, and Angela. Yet supposedly I'm the asshole? I never even asked them to leave once. Yes, maybe said I would be less tolerant with late payments and such, but I was pretty fucking decent to them. This is their bullshit all day long, and their pettiness to want to run up my bills and such before they moved out. So why? Because I wanted their son to move out? Because I was never even asked if he could move in? That's basically what that shit is about, by the way. I tried to adjust to getting fucked by a family of 3 basically sponging off of me because I had known her son would be moving in. I would have added at least $150 to her rent. They basically snuck him in without asking. And when I tired of him and his bullshit and their bullshit as well, they tried to make it about me. No one else would have put up with the level of shit I did from Matt and Jen and even Angela. But they want to pretend that I'm the asshole when in fact they had been doing shit from the day they moved in and
Napoleon Bonaparte
had the lease. That bugged the shit out of me daily. Matt and Jen can claim whatever they wish, but at the end of the day, after the Jessie incident, being disrespected by her son, who was a long-term guest I had never been asked about, I said there would be new rules regarding guests and how that affects rent and such. They didn't like that. Those people, yes, you, Matt and Jen, are nothing more than moochers. And
Napoleon Bonaparte
will attest likewise. But your behaviors speak for themselves. You moved your bratty fucking kid in without ever asking me, and never gave me the chance to renegotiate your rent, which is an expected thing to do when a new person moves in. Claim whatever you wish, Matt and Jen. Talk shit about me on your podcast and cable access show. Don't care, because at the end of the day, the majority of people that I know think you are losers anyways. I am a bit upset that Matt and Jen are choosing to make this all about me when it was all about them. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me, because I know only about 3 or 4 people ever listen to their bullshit anyways, and those people too are losers. I have met their Free Stater friends, and they barely know each other. They substitute having real friends for having acquaintances, and use most of those too. Matt and Jen are indeed the two biggest losers, users, moochers I've ever met in my life. Well,
Yeah.
he told us. He put us in our place.
I thought the electric bill came monthly. I know ours does.
Yeah, it is odd that
Like-
on September 22nd, he's just getting his July bill.
Yeah. I mean, I paid the August bill in September. And I'm sure, I get the bill for September in early October. That's kind of usually the standard.
Yeah.
Does his use like Pony Express or something
Yeah,
for
I don't
delivery?
know.
Or,
I don't know.
He's really confused by like 2 months.
Yeah. I think he either just basically, either one of two things. He just basically lied about this and didn't bother to think it through because he was looking for an excuse to send another email, or because he's insane, he actually managed to convince himself that he really did just receive his July bill and that we really did just, leave windows open and while running the AC and all that, which of course we never did. So, but, yeah, I love that line, but I was pretty fucking decent to them. Oh yeah, you were a real
right.
peach.
Yeah.
What a prince you were.
Loved getting emails in the hospital and worrying about everything. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. What a guy.
What a guy. But if was not for his insanity, his destructive behaviors, and his all-around creepiness, we would not be where we are today. So thank you.
Yes. Yep, it did all work out for the best.
The best. Hell, it worked out freaking awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I guess we'll conclude this episode with that. I don't believe this is really the end of the series. I refuse to believe that.
I think it is.
You think it is?
I think it is.
You really do?
I do.
Why? On what do you base that?
I just the distance between the last barrages and the decrease in the number of barrages. I mean, they were going, 10 barrages to 12 barrages, whatever, to one here or there.
Yeah, keep in mind though that this one that I'm reading that I just read, this was only from 3 days ago.
This is true.
So
This is true.
So there is hope.
You may be onto something. I don't know. I guess that is the true Friday cliffhanger.
Will the series be back? We're like
Will we be back on Monday, or will there be something else?
we're like one of those TV shows that's had a really long run, and then you start hearing rumors that it might finally not be, that the network they haven't decided if they're renewing it for one more season or not.
This is true.
That happened with Dallas.
That's true.
Dallas.
And we know we love our Dallas.
When they ended Dallas at the end of season 12, when JR's on his bed, he's upset. His entire family's abandoned him.
Yep.
He's lost chewing oil. He's lost control of the South Fork ranch, and the wrench. And he's lying there on his bed, holding a gun.
Yep.
And then you hear a gunshot, but you don't see what happens. You just see Bobby running in and says, "Oh my God." And that was the cliffhanger. But they did it that way so that it could either be a cliffhanger or it could be taken as the end of the series, because, the implication being that if it was the end of the series, you were then supposed to assume that JR killed himself. But they weren't sure, so they kind of made it so you could take it either way. And then sure enough, CBS did not renew for season 13.
That's right.
So, but then eventually we find out JR didn't kill himself, because then 5 years later they did a reunion movie, and then
he showed up.
It turned out JR shot the mirror instead, because he tells Bobby, Daddy always said I had the devil in me, so I just figured I'd do something about it. And he actually shot the mirror, not himself. Although you don't hear any glass breaking at the end of the final episode.
This is true.
But nitpicking, but. So we don't know. So we're like that. Is this the end? We just don't know.
We just don't know.
Or will CBS renew us for season 13?
I guess you'll have to wait till Monday to find out.
Yeah. So how's that for a cliffhanger? That's a true cliffhanger.
That's a true cliffhanger. It certainly is.
But in the meantime, if we're not back, look for because we'll steadily get them uploaded, the previous episodes with the new format, the new title, and everything, and the new fun sound effects and all that good stuff that everyone loves.
Oh yeah.
So that way we can at least we can continue to try to humiliate this asshole who made us miserable.
Oh no, we're having fun.
Yes, we're just having. It's all in good fun. There's no revenge here. We're not vengeful people.
Nah.
No. All right. Although he did give us permission to reread his emails.
That's right.
So, and by the way, too, when I'm reading these emails, I get to see, because he's on Google Plus. So I don't know if you see this on your computer, but on my computer, I get to see his lovely face looking at me. The picture of him that he has associated with his Gmail account when he was much thinner.
It's got to be like 20 years old.
Much thinner in the face. No, it's not.
It's got to be pre-drunk.
Well, maybe pre-drunk, yes. Maybe back then he was hitting the Bowflex instead of the bottle. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he's got that wonderful handlebar mustache.
Ew.
But
hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
What a guy. Yeah. All right, so we will conclude this episode. I refuse to believe it's the end, but we will conclude this episode.
I think it might be.
I'm going to be optimistic.
I'll be pessimistic.
Okay. Yin and yang. But if you happen to be listening to this and you are his new roommate and you haven't already packed up and moved out, which wouldn't surprise me if you have, but if you are hearing this and you're still there, we will say to you this: may God help you and keep you safe.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I guess I owe you one. Bobby's back on his feet now. He's gonna be all right.
I told you, he's a gambler. By tonight, he'll have lost it all. That's the way his life is. He can't help what he does.
Bobby doesn't have a life.
So, see what a difference you made.
You don't think I believe all this, do you? Cliff Barnes, the President of the United States. Sue Ellen making it on her own and all that stuff about Bobby and Callie. Things can't have changed that much, with or without me. Besides, what's the difference? I still don't have anybody. I'm the same as the first time I met you.
Then why don't you go ahead and kill yourself?
And send you back to heaven a failure? You'll never become an angel.
Angel? What makes you think I'm from heaven?
Oh my God, what a nightmare. I still got nobody. Nobody cares.
You thought it was a dream? Go on. Do it. Nobody loves you. They all ran off on you. Why take any more? Go on. Pull that trigger. Get it over with. It'll be, oh, so much better. Think how sorry they'll all be. That's right. Just one shot. That's all it'll take. Oh my God.
WBMNation.com.